Hello guys, this is Sadish. Hope you guys all doing great. Today I'm gonna show you how I make chicken biryani with the simple ingredients I normally find in my kitchen. Let's jump right in. I am using bone-in chicken thigh for this recipe. Chicken thigh can bring a lot more flavor than chicken breast, but it's my own preference. If you like, you can also use chicken breast for this recipe. I cut the chicken pieces into medium size, do not cut them too small. Now I am going to marinate them and leave it in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes. To marinate the chicken, I am going to use 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, salt, oil, and 1 tablespoon of curry chili powder. Mix them very well, leave it in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes. Now I'm going to cut 2 medium sized onions into long pieces, 1 small tomato, cut them into cubes, 3 green chilies, 5 cloves of garlic, 1 piece of ginger. Instead of cutting the ginger and garlic into small pieces, I'm going to scrape them and make a ginger garlic paste. As you guys seen, you don't need a whole lot of preparation for this recipe. This is very simple, only couple ingredients can bring that flavor to your food. So I already marinated the chicken, it's been sitting in the fridge for 10 minutes, I'm all ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn on the stove. You don't need any special container for this to make it at home. I use a tall container with the lid. Make sure that lid does not have a hole on the top. You will know why I say that at the end. Turn the stove on and wait for the container to get hot before you add oil. Once the container is hot, then you add some oil. The oil is hot now, so I'm going to add 5 cloves and 5 cardamom and start stirring them right away. Do not let those spices to get burned in the oil, it will completely change the taste of the food. Within a couple seconds, you will see the color change on those spices. That's when you know you're ready to drop those onions into the oil. Give it a nice mix and let the onions get fried evenly. While the onions are getting ready, I'm going to boil some eggs. Once the onions are getting soft, you can add the chilies and ginger garlic paste and start stirring them as soon as you add ginger garlic paste, because the ginger garlic paste will try to stick to the bottom of the pan. So don't let that happen. Keep stirring them until you see a golden brown color. Look at that color of the onions and ginger garlic paste turning into a golden brown. This is the perfect time to add those tomatoes and give it a very nice mix and let that tomato soak into that oil and wait until it gets that texture where you can start adding the other ingredients. This is the perfect time to add those marinated chicken, and I'm gonna give a very good mix and make sure those onions and ginger garlic paste get all over that chicken with the oil and make a coating on top of those chicken. And then I'm gonna add some salt, 2 tablespoons of curry chili powder. I'm making a medium spicy. If you want extra spicy, you can always add or increase those number. And then top of that, I'm going to add a little bit of coriander powder and a little more of those turmeric powder just to get that flavor back in. I already started smelling the flavor from the chicken. I'm gonna give another very good mix and make sure all that spices get into that chicken. And top of that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt. Yogurt will help those spices to get deep into that chicken. It will break down the meat, and when you taste the chicken, you will taste that spices on every bite. Turn the flame down to medium and give it a very good mix 1 or 2 times. And once you see all the gravy get mixed in evenly with the chicken, let the gravy and the chicken to sit in that for 5 to 10 minutes. Normally if you use a chicken breast, you don't need to add water. Since I'm using chicken thigh, there's less water to come out from the chicken, so I always add a half a cup of water. But if you want a dry curry, you don't have to add water. This time I actually added a half a cup of water to the chicken. While the chicken is getting ready, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the rice. I'm using 3 cups of rice, 7 to 8 cups of water, little bit of salt, little bit of orange food color. You don't need to add too much color. The curry will bring the rest of the flavor and the color. So just add a little dash of color. Also, I'm going to add 2 thin slices of butter just to keep the rice from stick to each other. The chicken look amazing, guys. I can already smell that spices and I know for sure this is going to be great. I'm going to check for the salt and spices and make sure everything is okay. And I always give a good mix and make sure all the spices evenly mixed into the curry. During this time, guys, I try to take those cardamoms and cloves that I added in the beginning. I hate to accidentally bite into them while I'm enjoying the biryani. It's all up to you. If you like it, you can leave it in the curry, but I always take them out at this stage. Top of all those spices I added in the beginning, now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of Biryani Masala and I'm going to give a very good mix, close the lid, leave it for another 5 to 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and check the rice. You don't want the rice to cook all the way, so you want to make sure you constantly check the rice. As soon as it's 60 to 70% done, you can stop the stove, drain the water out, wait for the curry to be ready. Looks like the rice is ready. I'm going to stop the stove and drain the water out. Look at this curry, guys. The color of it, that smell, it's already amazing. And I'm gonna give a nice mix to get that bottom flavor mixed in with the chicken. And then I'm going to add the rice. Everyone does this differently, guys. I make it work with what I have in my kitchen, and this works. And I know I've been doing this for a while. So what I do is I lower the flame, I put a flat pan, then I move the chicken on top of it. Then I sprinkle the rice inside that curry. When you put the rice in the curry, don't put too much pressure on the rice. Just sprinkle it. Make sure the rice has enough air between and it can cook in that steam. Now I'm going to add a little bit of melted butter over that rice. I'm going to take 3 to 4 paper towels. I'm going to wet them and squeeze the water out. Put it around the edge of the container. Adding paper towel is not the only way. There is many other ways to do this process, but I found that this is more easier and convenient for me. Once I have it all around the edge, I'm going to close the lid and give it a nice push to make sure that lid is completely sealed and make sure there's no hole on the lid. This is the reason I said in the beginning that you need to find a lid that does not have a hole on the top, because you cannot let that steam to escape. That is what brings all that flavor to your biryani. Keep the flame all the way down and let the rice to sit for another 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I am going to get some fried onions to sprinkle all over the rice. I'm going to use a little bit of butter to fry one medium-sized onion, cut them into long pieces. It's been 25 minutes. I already prepared the onions and egg. Let's go ahead and open that rice. The smell is amazing, guys. I wish you guys could smell this. I'm already hungry. I know for sure this is gonna look great and it's gonna taste good. I'm going to put those 2 eggs and sprinkle those onions in. Let's give it a nice mix. The smell is killing me, guys. I can't wait to try this. Let's give it a try. Oh my god, this is amazing, guys. You guys all should try this at home, and please let me know in the comment below how it turned out for you guys. And if you think that I can add certain things to make it better, please also leave it in the comment section below. And thank you for watching, and see you guys in another interesting video.